Submit yourselves, therefore, to God. Resist the devil, and he'll flee from you. Start resisting him. Quit entertaining negativity. Quit making the devil comfortable with bringing you conversations that are not edifying the body, the brethren, the sisters, the believers. You're not going to resist them. You're going to give in every time. Every time she calls you, girl, look, let me tell you, you're going to give in to it. You thinking is you talking to your homegirl, and really you ain't doing nothing but having a conversation with the devil. Because if the conversation is not about unification and or edification, it's defamation. He won't flee if you don't resist. Point number one, drop the knife. Even though you don't mean any harm, you're holding on to something that could be deadly. You're holding on to something that could be deadly to relationships, friendships. You're holding on oftentimes to unforgiveness. You're holding on oftentimes to offenses. Drop the knife. Now listen, I want you to paint a picture. You under arrest with a knife in your hand, like the woman in the show, with a knife in your hand. You don't have the knife really to intentionally hurt somebody. You were given the knife to get into the bathroom, but somebody saw you with it. Called the police because a woman was waving a knife. Watch this. The police arrived and told the woman, drop the knife. She's trying to explain her reason for holding it. And the police is really saying, I don't care about your reason. You're holding a weapon. Drop the knife. I need to talk to you today. It does not matter the reason why you're holding on to unforgiveness. It does not matter the reason why you're holding on to offenses. It does not matter the reason why you're holding on to negativity. God's word to you is, it's not about your reason, it's about your surrender. Point number one, drop the knife. Be honest with your stuff and quit reaching for other stuff. Quit trying to reach and find ways to justify why you were holding the knife. Quit reaching and trying to justify why you are where you are, why you are where you are. Stop reaching for other stuff and simply humble yourself. Shh, be quiet, surrender, drop the knife. Stop reaching for stuff. Well, she did this, he did. Stop reaching for stuff. He says, it ain't about them. Right now, I've got you apprehended. Y'all don't like this, but it's real. Right now, I've got you apprehended. Stop reaching for stuff. Let's deal with you. Not them. Let's deal with you. Not what hurt happened to you. Who cares? Right now, it's the point of apprehension for healing. Don't make any sudden moves. Oftentimes, when a person is caught in the web of apprehension, they make sudden moves that could be detrimental and deadly towards their destiny. So the warning in the process of surrender is don't make any sudden moves. Pray about it. Don't make any sudden moves. Think about it. Don't make any sudden moves. And even when you think about it, sometimes your thinking can be off. Pray about it and hear God. Don't make any sudden moves. And when you hear God, he gives you instructions on how to navigate and meander in the process of this apprehension in order to be successful in surrendering. Listen to me. In order to be successful in surrendering, the woman had to listen to the voice of the officer in charge. My word to you today, my brother. The word to you today, my sister. In order to be successful in surrendering to God, you have to obey the God that's in charge. Before he placed the woman in his car, this is what he told her. Point number 4, you're about to be searched. Now, for the saved folk, you should have tore your whole media system up. The word that God told me to tell you, each and every one of you, is that before he lets you ride in his car, he's going to search you. Because there are some things you can't have on you when you get in his car. You want God to heal you. You want God to change you. You want God to bless you. You want God to correct you. And you're outwardly surrendering to him, but you still got stuff on you that you don't think he can see. God's word to you is, before he carry you anywhere with him, he's going to search you. He's going to search your heart. He's going to search your mind. Talk to me if you can. Talk to me if you can. So the reality is, if you're really going to be surrendered to God, y'all need to get this. If you're really going to surrender to God, you're going to drop the knife of offenses. If you're really going to be surrendered to God, point number 1, you're going to drop the knife of unforgiveness. If you're really going to surrender to God, you're going to stop reaching for other stuff, what they did. This the reason why I'm like this. This the reason why you're going to stop reaching for other stuff and be honest about the stuff that you carry. Be honest about the stuff you did. Be honest about the stuff you thought. Be honest about the stuff that you said. Real talk. If you're really going to be honest about surrendering to God, you're not going to make any sudden moves. Point number 3, you're going to listen to God. You're going to obey the voice of God. When you really want to surrender to God, you're not going to make any sudden moves out of anger, out of frustration, out of disgust, out of disappointment. When you really want to surrender to God, point number 4, you got to understand you about to be searched. When you really go, I know they got flaws, faults, and failures, but God said, they're not the ones that I'm putting in my car. In other words, when God is getting ready to put you in the car with him, the word to you is you about to be searched. Search your heart, search your mind, because there are certain hearts and mindset that cannot go with God where he's going. Talk back to me if you can. And God is trying to take you higher than where you are, bless you better than where you are. And in order to do that, he got to search you, pat you down in every area, every crack, and every crevice, because there are certain things that you're carrying that just cannot go. My nugget, disobedience to surrender feels good until you need God. And I know there'll be some people who listen, who will run over that, but I believe that is one of the most powerful points that I've given you today, and that's a nugget that I'm just going to throw in there. Disobedience to surrender feels good until you need God. Until you need God, then what I'm saying comes to your total recall, and then the only response you got is, well, I should have listened. I need to tell you today, it's no coincidence, it's no accident, but it's divine incident that you tuned in this morning to hear this word. Disobedience to the process of surrender feels good until you need God. My last nugget I'm going to give you is this. You will never be able to properly surrender to him if you're not really being honest with yourself about yourself. It ain't them, it's you. And God's word to you today is, if you surrender yourself, humble yourself, you don't have a point to prove, you'll never really be able to properly surrender to God if you're not really being honest with yourself about yourself.